Hello YouTube, I just want to show you what I did for a dear customer of mine. He has two granddaughters to be exact, and he wanted some custom startup screen for them, and that's what I did for them. And let me get this up. So these are for Emma and Riley, and I made the startup screen show pretty long, 5 seconds. Normally I do 2.5, so people don't get stuck with it, but I figured the girls might enjoy it. So this is for Riley, and this is for Emma. I hope they like it, and I'm very proud that girls are interested in electronics, like their grandfather told me, and they're always interested in the stuff he makes also. So very proud. I don't know exactly their age, but I guess between 7 and 10. And I just found out the other day that one of my other customers is 77 years old. So now I'm spanning age from 7 to 77 for my products, which is very nice. It's not just a certain age group. Anyhow, these are the small watches they will get. And I wanted to show you also a code that I found. It's not my code, I just edited it to make it work on my OLEDiTREK. And it has basically two functions. One is an oscilloscope and one is a frequency generator. Don't mind the battery voltage, it's not adjusted in the code yet. It will get adjusted. So you can select which code you want with the buttons up and down. Select it by pressing the middle. And this is the oscilloscope, which I will review later if I have input attached. And if you want to change it, you just press reset, and then you can choose the frequency generator. And as you can hear and see, you have a 500 Hertz PWM signal with 50%. On the bottom you can select in which increments it will increase. Right now it's set to 1, so it goes up 1. You can press the center, now it will go in 10 Hertz steps, as you can see. You push it again, it goes up in 100 Hertz steps, as you can hear. And if you push it once more, you can select 1000 Hertz. This is actually a good way to find out the sweet spot for the piezo buzzers, because as you can hear, 1 second, it gets louder at certain frequencies and much quieter at others. Okay. What you can also do is, after the 1000 comes the pulse width modulation percent, and it's at 50, and you can go higher and lower. And if you go lower, you will see that the LED will go dimmer and dimmer. Can you notice it? It goes dimmer and dimmer. And it switches to 1000. Okay, at 0% it's out, and then it starts going higher. I think this is pretty interesting. Excuse me. And I always wanted something like this to test some equipment or codes. I think it's pretty neat. Again, I did not write this code, it's not my code. I edited it to make it work on this. It was written for a LCD display, and I changed it and made it work on OLED displays. can see the limitations of piezo buzzers. So somehow it's fun to play around too if you have nothing else to do. Anyhow, long story short, this will be one of the options on my OLEDiTREK. I'm still waiting for parts to arrive so I can redesign the PCB once again. Let me turn this off. And I just want to show you real quick on how many different versions I go through. So this is of course the front panel, but you see, since now I have a laser printer, I can print those out and check for fitment and placement of the parts that I put on there so they will fit. And these are just the ones I saved. Many I threw out because the difference was too little and I didn't want to get confused. So anyhow, this is how much, you can imagine how much work goes into this. Most people don't realize this. Alone printing this and cutting it out takes time. Anyhow, I hope that well, it didn't got finished this year, so hopefully first or second month the latest next year I will have it ready, and then I can put it on Indiegogo and hopefully sell a few of them or get orders, pre-orders to get this going. This is the main menu, as you know, might have seen, where you can choose the code you want and select and load it. This is I2C scanner, which I also edited to work with the OLED display, and you can see the sensors installed. What I will also add is a gesture sensor, which will be sitting here. Don't mind this number, this will be not here in the final version. This is the way the PCB way works, and put their number on anything. I mean, they could have put this on the back of the PCB. It's obvious this is the front, and who needs to see this? I don't want it. Anyhow, here you will get a gesture sensor which can detect left swipe, right swipe, down to bottom, no, up to no, up to bottom, up to down, down to up, and these kinds. If you get close to the sensor and if you go away from the sensor. Plus it can detect colors. With that you would be able to connect this with the USB to your computer, and even, for example, go through web pages and maybe make them scroll. So there's many possibilities that you can use it. Anyhow, thanks for watching. Take care, YouTube, and I wish, just I say it now also, Happy Christmas and Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays to everybody. And thank you for watching my videos and subscribing to my channel. I really do appreciate it. Thanks a lot. Take care.